As Racing X is revving up for millions, we decided to head down here to Murwillumbah to catch up with Matt Dunn. Matt is one of the leading trainers on the East Coast, and with such a huge operation, we're sure he will be able to find a winner on Magic Millions Day. So let's head inside and catch up with Matt, not only as he revs up for millions, but for this weekend also. All right, Matt, we are revving up for millions, and you've had some success at Magic Millions, particularly last year. You had Derry Grove and Boom Talk both successful on the day. How does it feel?
It feels good, especially when you've only got two. We only had two runners on the day. Actually, it was an exceptional day. We've had success over the years. Madotti sort of won on Magic Millions Day, but to sort of get a double on that day, not just from a prize money perspective, but no, it's a great carnival, and it's an important time of the year because it's when we're sort of buying new yearlings to syndicate and sell, and success at that time is really beneficial to the business as a whole.
Magic Millions has expanded a lot outside of just the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds. Obviously, you won the cutest race last year. How do incentives like that help the racing industry grow?
Look, I think obviously Magic Millions has been around for a long time now, and you know the incentive is always there. It's only one day of the year, but it has a big impact, particularly people buying at Magic Millions sales. Everyone's looking for a 2-year-old, you know, for next year. So I mean, it pushes the sale, and the whole carnival and the whole atmosphere that it sort of generates through that. It probably goes for 2 weeks nearly now, is getting bigger every year, and this year even more so. You know, they've sort of rescheduled some races and juggled the program a bit around just to make it a little bit longer, and I think that alone helps encourage people to come to the sales, come to the races, enjoy the experience.
You've got quite a few horses in the early noms already, but I want to start on a very handy 3-year-old filly that you actually have racing tomorrow. Can you tell us a bit about her story?
Yeah, she's a great filly. She's a bit of a late maturing filly. We knew that when we bought her, that she might take a little bit of time. We gave her the opportunity to sort of mature properly before she went off to the races. Won her first start by a long way, which we expected she'd do, and then she won her next start at city level, which is hard to do, come from a country maiden to go and win in town, and particularly the way she did it, she was very, very impressive. So, you know, fingers crossed we can get her. One thing she does need is a dry track, and we don't need any rain tomorrow, but if we get that, she'll certainly make her presence felt, and if she can win that race, then that'll give her a ticket straight into the Magic Millions Guineas.
Very exciting times. You also have a lot of 2-year-olds in the early noms. We've only seen one hit the races, but can we expect any more to come through ahead of Magic Millions?
Yeah, I've got a couple. I've got a horse, Talk to Be Sure, will run in the debut on Friday at the Gold Coast, Friday week, sorry. You know, the winner of that obviously gets straight through, and he's a horse that's showing great potential. He's had a couple of trials, won one of them, ran second in the other, so he's one that certainly will step up. Another horse called Sinatra that may or may not get there just yet. We'll see how he goes at his second trial next week.
We've got a lot of, like I was saying earlier, those cutest incentives and a lot of other broad races. Do you have any other horses you might be targeting the day?
Oh, for sure. Boom Talk will go back again to the same race, and Derry Grove will go again as well. So, you know, both of those horses are sort of in work now. They're both trialled. Boom Talk will have one run in. Derry Grove will go straight to the syndicate race off 2 trials. So they're both in good shape, and you know they're sort of turning up the same horses what they were last year. So hopefully they can get another result.
Well, big plans for Matt Dunn Racing in 2025. How's the buying plans going? Do we have any syndicates that some young buyers might be able to buy into?
Oh, for sure. You know, I think we bought 32 2-year-olds or yearlings last year to syndicate, and you know we're involved with a number of syndication groups as well. But you know, I think you know we sort of buy in that $100,000 to $200,000 bracket, more so than sort of spending huge amounts of money, just to give people opportunity to be involved at not a huge cost. So hopefully we can be active at the sales again, depending on how strong they are, and we can get some more for next year.
You obviously have been in the industry for quite a long time, and how do you feel the racing industry has evolved in bringing young people, owners and participants into the sport?
Look, I think that's the focus at the moment, isn't it? To involve the younger generation and new race goers. Pretty much, we can't sort of we can't sit around and wait for the old people to keep turning up. And you know, possibly the way things are done now, I think it's better. You know, it's more exciting. You know, all the racing associations now are all focusing on a different focus, a different aspect of racing, and making it more entertaining. You know, it's not the boring, mundane. Let's go to the races and have a couple of bets and sit at the bar. There's bands after the races. There's lots of things that are encouraging, because not everybody wants to go to the races to just sit there and watch the races. They want to have a good day, and I think that's the future of the industry for sure. You know, we can't rely on that old-fashioned style that we used to do, and most of the clubs are doing a good job.
As you just mentioned, the racing clubs are really focusing on entertainment as a draw card. How do you think social media plays a role in that?
Look, I think social media, it's the future, isn't it? You know, it doesn't just play a role in sort of promoting and ensuring that we get new people to the races. It's a huge part of the whole business, our business, the industry, you know, riders, everybody that's involved. So, you know, that's as things evolve and as things sort of move forward, and I think that's the encouraging thing, that the industry is moving forward with technology, and we need to do that, and you know, more so now than ever. I know when I first started in racing, there was no internet, so you know, things have sort of gone ahead, and it's great to see that we're keeping up with the rest of the world. You know, as I said, racing could have become a bit old-fashioned years ago, but not anymore. You know, it's an exciting business, and there's a lot at stake, and hopefully we can keep moving forward.
Definitely. Now, Racing X is wrapping up this series by asking each trainer we talk to, if I win the Magic Millions, I will. So can you start that sentence and finish that sentence for us on camera?
Advice? What race?
Any race. Any race.
So look, I'd love to win the 2-year-old race, because I haven't achieved that before, and if I could win the 2-year-old race, I'd go on a holiday. Finally. I think my last holiday was before COVID, so.
It was great to catch up with Matt Dunn this morning. He is one of the most prominent trainers here in Queensland and the northern New South Wales, so we are expecting a great hand from him as we head into Magic Millions. Next week, we head up to Doomben Trials on Tuesday for the last-minute goss from the track, so make sure you like and follow Racing X as we rev up for millions.